Okay, this is it. This is the first episode of the WAV Interviews, and today's very special guest is Kayeandre, joining us from the Bronx.
Hey, what's up?
We appreciate you joining us on the first episode of my new show. So
We're
thank
glad
you,
to be here.
thank you. How have you been? How's 2020 been for you?
I still like to say it's my year. Uh, it's hard. There's ups and downs because this whole coronavirus thing, like having to quarantine, and being a musician, like your inspiration comes from outside and interacting with people. When you're writing stuff, like being a singer, I feel like my stuff is like very personal. So I like to write about like actual stuff I go through. So with the whole quarantine thing, it's kind of hard to really like see people experience things. But you find ways around it. Gotta adapt. The people who adapt to it the fastest are the ones who are gonna thrive. So
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good to hear. It's good to see that you're doing well. Because you just dropped the single Angles. That's doing well on the streams, isn't it?
yeah, man. Very excited about that, man. It's my first music video, and we shot it that back in I think that was actually October, yeah. But that song, I wrote that like a year ago. Actually, I was looking at when I like put it on to cop for copyright, put it up for copyright, and it was actually a year ago from November 17th. It's coming up actually from when I wrote that song. So I worked with a lot of fire people on that too, like beat wise. Like I got that sample from this guy BC. Uh, I worked with on like a project I've been on for a while, and he sent me that over, and then I like recorded on it, added some things, like I added that like end part of that song. I don't know if you're like the
Yeah, we,
yeah. And then this man, and then I sent it to this other dude who I was working with on Durag Diaries, and he like added some stuff to it, like that little piano you hear at the end, like and shit was crazy. So I was excited about like how it came out, how the final product came out. I'm glad that I waited because if I didn't wait, it wouldn't sound like how it sounds now. Like it
yeah.
just yeah.
So those finishing touches just came in kind of recently to the song dropping.
Yeah, facts. Very recent to the song dropping. Like I was setting up for the release, like, and then they came in, and those songs came in. Like, the new version came in, and it was just like I was like, oh, all right, this is the version. It has to get dropped this way. It can't like not get dropped this way. It just didn't make sense. It was
That's
way too.
it's a it's a hit because it lasts from over a year, and now when you hear it with the additional melodies and touches that the producer put on it, it feels good enough to drop. A lot of
Fact.
people, a lot of people after that waiting time, it's never gonna come out.
Yeah. And working with these guys too is also like something like I feel just benefits my music. And I was like so like hard on not working with like producers, working with people because I'm like, nah, I can do this on my own, blah, 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 blah. But working with the guys who I've been working with, like they've been kind of like learning what I want in my sound and like adding to it, adding what I'm not hearing like to my sound. Like what, like this is crazy. But every time, like flawlessly. That's the thing. It's like flawlessly.
Yeah, and that I guess that's the beauty because that shows when you build your relationships, as you make your way up with your career, you're going to come across other people, and to be able to receive that feedback from others and work together, collaborate. That's
Mm-hmm.
a huge thing. Are there any collabs that you have in the works that we're going to see soon that
Oh,
you can
yeah,
mention?
actually, yeah. The next drop, I got a feature. I got Rosary Hills. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, he bodied this verse. Like honestly, he bodied this on that. So
Uh,
I'm excited to drop this song. This is another one. This is another one that was a year. I worked on this in September of
okay.
last year and wrote this song, and I've been holding it. But I didn't change nothing. I just been holding it. This one is just like something. It's like
Um,
I've been I've been dropping songs like here and there. Like there's a lot of songs like that. Even Don't Call Me. I don't know if you heard that one.
yeah, it's one of my
Don't
favorite.
Call Me. That one came off of a project with Angles. Actually,
Yeah.
it's just Angles. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I see that you hit 1 million streams in a year?
I'm about to. I'm like this close. Like I should probably hit it like next week.
Okay, that's
I'm
okay.
like, yeah, mad excited. Between this last 2 weeks since I dropped the song, I've had like a jump of like 2,000 streams per week
Hmm.
for both weeks on SoundCloud. So actually, this week was a 5K jump. So yeah, it's kind of lit to see that happen, to see this like starting to come like in full circle. You
Yeah,
know, my main focus is that my save count is like way higher, like way higher than it's ever been. So like on angles, like the save count was probably when I first dropped it, it was like 80%, which is crazy. I
yeah.
see some of these songs on on what's it called? Uh Discover Weekly, and they have about like 12% save rates. Yeah. So this was a pretty high save rate for the first week of drop. And I'm not gonna say too much, but it had to do with the ads I was running and my marketing. I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things, and I just figured it out. So that's the thing.
That's
So I haven't been using this. Yeah,
no,
I
that's
just
great
yeah,
because
and then it's organic because it's gotten me not just Spotify followers. I get these people going to my Instagram, following my Instagram, and then going to my YouTube and watching the music video, telling me they did all this stuff,
that's
DMing me after. So there's all this organic, actual thing going. Yeah,
it's
this
that
whole
full
thing.
circle, isn't it? You
Huh?
want it's that full circle. You want your fans to go from here to there, all the way
Mm-hmm.
around. That shows that they're invested in you as an artist.
Exactly. Hmm.
And
And I'm gonna keep on dropping the music because I love that. I love people hitting me up, telling me that they like my music or they're relating to it because I'm very strategic about what I drop because what I drop is very personal to me. I write my music like I said before. It's very personal. Everything is something I've been through, or it's like a bunch of things that I mash into one song of how I'm feeling about this situation, and so the fact that I get people DM me like, oh yeah, I like that song. I'm like, all right, that's fine. They're related to it like that. I know they're hearing those lyrics and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And what's the recording process like for you? Are you one that likes to write the lyrics out first and then find a beat to complement that, or is it the other way around?
Actually, hold up. I got you. This right here is the holy grail right here.
Yeah,
This right here. That book. I be writing like different ways to start things. So I like never start things the same. So I have ways that I make beats. In that book, I have ways that I, like start making a song or whatever, like different pages, how I want to start it. If I want to do samples, if I want to do with my own playing it out with me on a MIDI keyboard, whatever. If I want to do any of that, it has all that. So
that's
just different ways for me to start and different things for me to do, so I can like kind of replicate my sound over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like flawlessly.
mm, it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting because it's like you're trying to use different formulas, but they're all working for you at the moment. So yeah, so in terms of your own musical journey, do you already have it planned out as to where you're taking the fans with your sound next, or is that just a reflection of your current vibe that you're feeling at that point of it being released?
Yeah, the second thing you said for sure. Like, I'm very in the moment and I don't know like what happens. Like if I can't write, I can't write. If I can write, I can write. Cause like I remember like I was writing Do Rag Diaries and I wrote like a bunch of those songs and finished them, produced them, wrote them, recorded them, had them finished in a week. All the songs from the project plus some. Some of the ones I dropped, like No Charge, was during that time. I did that like during that week. Like a lot of those songs, like it could be like that. I'll have spurts where I'll just be like, all right, I'll just come up with a hell of songs at one time, and then I'll just be chilling,
So
and then
you're
it'll go.
right. So you're
Yeah,
right. music, you're producing it, you're engineering it too, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a long process. That's why like I'm very like I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? Picky with my drops because I'm like, nah, like, everything I put out has to be like crazy fire. Like, I don't know. That's just what happens. Like, I won't even like I'm trying to get to the point where I won't even try and finish it if it's like if I don't think it has even the slightest potential. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, so that's what I'm probably like trying to get to now. But I feel like for the most part, the stuff I have lined up to drop is like some of my favorite stuff that I haven't dropped yet. So especially this next one that I was just telling you about. This next one.
And
This next one.
when are we gonna get that one?
Oh, let's say this month.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say this month. I'll give you that.
Like,
Everybody, yeah. Yo, you want to hear something funny actually about that? Yeah. So I was supposed to get this model to do this shoot for me for this next song that was dropped. So I was supposed to even have it ready. I could have had this drop in like this past week. So um I buy the hotel, right? Um then I'm like I take the train down. I'm like, all right, I'm outside, I'm waiting before I check in to see if she where she at because I haven't hit her up and she hasn't answered yet. So I'm like, all right, this girl's probably not pulling up. So I'm like, uh, so you hear what's going on? I was like, I had to cancel because it was taking too long. And she's just like, oh, I got into a car accident. I'm like, car accident. I'm like, she's like, yeah. I ran into a dumpster. Sends me a picture. Yo, I backwards Google search it. Yo, I send it back and I'm like, almost had me. And then like she starts trying to explain herself. I'm like, nah,
That
yo.
is terrible. That is terrible.
Nah,
Yeah. So how many people are involved then in your music process from you wanting to put out a song? Because are you still independent at the moment?
oh yeah, I'm independent, but like I'll have people who I send my beats to, like so there's that, but that's not really a problem. Like the guy who masters my tracks. So I mix my stuff, but I have somebody who masters it.
Okay.
Patrick D. Carter. He's nice at what he does. So he be mastering my stuff and he be giving me my stuff back in a timely fashion too. If I need it like right there on the spot, he'll send me right there. Like I remember I did Cassie's freestyle. I recorded that in the same day and sent that to him and I dropped that in the same day. Like it was like that. Like you just
That's what you need.
yeah. So
Something fire as well. You just want to
yeah,
just get it out there ASAP.
facts. But when it comes to my content, that's when more people are involved. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to doing the content, then it's like because I can't be recording myself. You know,
Yeah.
so like then there's like that, and then I on my cover rights. I don't know if you notice, is like all over women besides like Durag Diaries.
Yeah.
That's just like the kind of like angle I'm going with right now for like I have a I have some there's a reason for it. There's a
Yeah.
reason for it.
You have a
You
vision.
see, you'll see why. But yeah. But since I have to get a girl every time for this, like I have a couple photos in the vault, but they don't fit like my vibe sometimes. So I'm like, I gotta take a new photo. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And right now that's the problem. And I gotta have new ad revenue. I gotta have new stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I want to have all the content I want to for this drop to drop the way it should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
even sometimes when you hold some of those things back, like I put out my mix last week, and that artwork I made that last year, and only now I felt like oh it actually fitted, and then it worked. So like sometimes with those pictures, when you just hold them for a while, you don't know when it might come back around and be like right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Facts. It'll come up like when you see when you're like just sitting there and you like sign through pictures and it's like listening to some music and you're just like, oh wait a second. Oh wait a second.
Yeah,
This one goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of like the way you've obviously you know your formula and how to work behind the scenes, for those trying to utilize like social media to promote themselves with their craft, do you have any advice for people on the come up?
Run Facebook ads. Run Facebook ads. Run them. That's it. Like that's how you do it. But you gotta run them because I can't tell you how to run Facebook ads. You gotta run them and you gotta figure out how to work them. But it's gonna cost you money. So you're gonna lose money. But you're gonna gain money in the future. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
it's about
what
investing in yourself, isn't it?
it is.
It seems like you know quite a lot about like the industry in terms of like the legalities about it. Did you like do all that research yourself and stuff?
With that stuff, yeah, I had to do my own research, like kind of get ASCAP. And then I realized that when you're on SoundCloud and you own and you have a pro account, when you monetize your songs, you can monetize them and put them on private. But when you monetize them, you get an ISRC. And regularly, you have to pay like $5, $10 per ISRC, but you get an ISRC for free on SoundCloud.
What
So
is
I
that?
would, so yeah, it's a code for your song,
Oh, okay.
basically. So I would get the ISRC from SoundCloud from a song being on private, and then I could use that for ASCAP to copyright and own all my masters. So
So in terms of when it comes to the social media, obviously we see a lot of things like TikTok videos, dances, and that obviously can really elevate a song to becoming like a hit. So do you think it's important for all artists to try and keep that balance of the integrity of the music with trying to chase a hit? Do you think it matters for some and not the others?
damn, yo, honestly, I've been stuck on this, man, because I've been thinking about this. Because like, look, I'm not a very like outward person. Like, I'm not a TikToker. Like, that's just not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'll be out in the streets. Like, I get along with people. Like, that's just how it is. That's how I am. Like, I don't like to make enemies. I just like to be chill. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's like it's almost like right now that you have to be like a TikTok. You have to drop a TikTok song in order to make it. Like that's what has to that's the requirement in order to make it right now. Like you have to drop a TikTok song. Like this has to be something that somebody can dance to on TikTok. It's like, yo, what?
Yeah,
I don't want to
and
do
it's
that.
hard because you have to do what is you. So
Yeah.
if it's not you, like being active on the socials, that's it's a difficult thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, man. It's just I I don't know where things are going with the music right now. So like with like the way the industry's going right now. With like it seems like people are like pulling away from labels more and more trying to shoot towards um distribution deals and whatnot, and like just like one project deals or whatever. And I don't know, maybe that's the way to go. I feel like that's probably gonna be the future of us because that's the way that people can make money and not have to sign their lives away. So,
Yeah,
but um, I see now that that's happening with TikTok. Now people are signing their lives away with TikTok now. I see that. I'm like, it's crazy. Like they're signing away their lives like a label, like they are to
really.
label. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, people are signing like to like little like TikTok groups. I don't know what they're called. I
Okay.
don't know what you call it. Like you call it label. I don't know like
Wow.
TikTok label. I'm gonna call it TikTok label.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so they're signing to these like TikTok labels and all these people like they're gonna see these contracts later and they're gonna be like damn. Like, and they put them in a because they put them in a house. Like they're paying for their like the stuff they need. You know, same thing that a label does.
Mm.
Is but I mean, but there are some independent things out there that some people are getting onto. But I've also seen that like there's some independent things like there's this website where people can go to pay people from TikTok to do a dance to their song or like do something to their song. I thought that was interesting.
Mm.
It's kind of like ads, but in a certain way. Like you can distribute your points. Like it goes like a point system or something like that. You could like use it to get people from TikTok on your song. So I think it's pretty dope. There's some stuff like that.
Yes.
But you can also do it on your own.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it through people on there.
So for you as an artist, do you prefer people to go to iTunes and purchase a single, or would you rather somebody stream one of your songs, let's say 100 times?
Well, rather than buy it or
Mm,
stream. Um, honestly, because on the aspect of return on investment, I would say I would like for them to buy it. Just because if they're gonna buy that, maybe they're also willing to buy this,
mm,
that, you know what I'm saying? Buy a t-shirt,
yeah,
buy a t-shirt. Now they want it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they were iffy about buying it, but like, oh look, it's Kayeandre. I already bought his song. I'll buy his t-shirt too.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've got that you want to say to your fans then for supporting you and getting you to this place?
Dang. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been like showing me love because like um I've been doing music for a long time, like longer than I say I've been doing it, and it's good to like kind of see the fruits, you know what I'm saying? So thank you to everybody who's been streaming angles. We got another one coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. Thanks.
And we look forward to that. So yeah, I
Yeah.
want to say thank you, Kayeandre. This it's a great opportunity, and yeah, this is a it's a comment. I'm from Coventry, UK, so
Word.
it's a
Hey, shout out
Coventry,
UK.
yeah, it's a Coventry New York link up. So we look forward to hearing more from you, and we'll continue to support you, and
Word.
just keep doing your thing. Thank you for your time today.
Word, bro. Thank you, bro.
Peace.
Appreciate it. All right, man.